to 7 on the Line, where we ask your aviators 7 completely random and sometimes completely ridiculous questions so you can get to know them a little better. Today we have number 10, Sean McDougall. Welcome, Sean.
Hey, thanks, Sonia. Thanks for having me.
We are excited to hear some of your answers.
I'm excited to be here. Curious to see what any of these questions are actually at this point.
Well, they're, like I said, it's a whole lot of nonsense. So please just be truthful and have fun with it.
You got it.
Let's get going. First question. We're going back to childhood. What is your most embarrassing childhood memory?
Ooh, most embarrassing childhood memory. That is a good one. I'm trying to decide between running around with my pants off or accidentally casting a fish line and somehow throwing the fishing pole into the pond.
Which one did more people see?
What was that?
I said, which one did more people see?
Definitely the fishing pole. Definitely the fishing pole one. So the way that my dad tells the story, because he loves regaling these types of stories, we were out fishing. It was one of my first times, and he was trying to show me, how to cast a line. You go behind it, swing it, go forward, reel it in, right? And it was a small pond, so I go through the whole wide motion, and I cast the line, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm getting bored. I'm an antsy, I think like 4 years old at the time. So I'm getting antsy, and I feel the tug. So I start tugging back, and then I pull really hard, and I see the fish kind of pop out. So I throw it back in there, wave my hands in the air, going, I got it! Needless to say, we did not find that fishing pole after that moment.
That fish took off with it.
It went flying. It's a pretty big one too.
Aw, that's a cute, embarrassing story. You're 4. You can't be embarrassed about anything you did that young. I love that. That's cute. All right. Our next question. If you could be a member of any sitcom family, which family would it be?
Oh, I'd have to go with The Office. I mean, it's one of those that kind of happens on a daily basis at my work, where you just, at moments, you feel like you need to stare off and just like, to the crowd, one of those moments. Yeah, I have to say The Office on that one.
Are there any characters you relate to more on that show?
So the problem is that I switch between characters on the time of day. Pretty much all of them I cycle through on an hourly basis at this point.
Oh, okay. All the personalities of Sean are coming out throughout the day.
That's exactly what's happening, actually.
Great. Love it. All right. Next one. Clowns. Fun or frightening?
So I've never been big into clowns. There was a time when I was very little that my parents hired a Batman actor to come to one of my birthdays. And when they showed up, I was so embarrassed that I hid under my bed for a half an hour, almost crying.
Aww.
So I would have to say that they're both frightening and not bad, because I'm more afraid of Batman than I am of clowns.
Okay. I mean, depending on which version of Batman, he's kind of scary. So
right. Anyone that's an adult, I'm afraid of. So
that's a legitimate fear. We will not shame you for that, Sean. It's okay to be afraid of Batman. All right, this one's getting a little personal on us here. What is your go-to song to sing in the shower?
Go-to song to sing in the shower. I gotta think about that one. Let's see. I usually don't listen to music when I take a shower. So it's usually whatever song I heard last. Recently, it's been a lot of like Katy Perry, a lot of hip hop, Katy Perry, maybe some Taylor Swift.
Okay. What's your favorite Katy Perry and Taylor Swift songs?
I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It.
Okay.
I think that's got to take the cake. Got a nice catchy beat.
That's a good one.
Taylor Swift. I don't know. There's just so many that it's hard to choose any one of them to top the others.
So with Taylor Swift, do you lean more to her like early sort of country days, or are you more current?
I'm more current. I like her new stuff a lot more.
Do you get up there and get the high notes with both of them?
The glass that I shattered says I do.
Good.
It could just be because I'm terrible at singing.
I mean, who says what's terrible? Let's be honest.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm sure you're a great singer too, right?
I mean, I sing songs. Words come out of my mouth, and the notes vary. So sure, I'm a singer too. Oh, good stuff. Okay, we've got another TV related one. And this one, I'm curious because of your age, how well you know this particular TV show. If you had to cast your teammates as the cast of the A Team, who would you be? Or who would be who?
Oh man, I can't even remember the names of the A Team.
Okay. I wrote this down because I had a feeling that this was going to be an issue. So there's B.A. Baracus, who was Mr. T. B.A. standing for bad attitude. So he was the muscle and was scared of flying. So they had to like knock him out with some kind of drugs to get him on an airplane.
Okay.
Murdoch, who was the wild card. He was the like off the rocker one. You never really knew what he was going to do. Got Face, who was just the pretty boy, and then you have oh shoot, what was his name? Oh no, I wrote it down because Hannibal. That's what it was. He's the leader of the pack.
Oh, you just made me feel so much better because you couldn't remember them either. Oh, okay. So first one, Mr. T. That would probably have to be. That has to be like Zach Shackner.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got to be Zach Shackner, full on muscle, ready to go to work. Yeah, Zach Shackner. The off the cuff. Who was that? That was
Murdoch is the wild.
Murdoch. That's Mitchell Steiner, hands down. You never know what he's gonna do, and he might take a drive out to Texas or wherever he's now.
Yes.
And might come back the next day. Who knows?
100% agree with it.
Who was the third one?
Face, the pretty boy.
Pretty boy. Ooh, that's got to be Eric Listener. That nice, strong job, pretty boy look. 100% Eric.
All right.
And then the leader of the pack. Ooh, I'm going to give that to Michael Keough. He has a tendency to want to lead, and he leads pretty well. So I'll totally give that to Michael.
That I would legitimately watch a show with that cast. I would watch those four guys together.
It'd be so fascinating to see them all together.
No, that was a good one. I like that. I'm on board with your A Team.
Yes.
So our next one is an either-or question for you. Would you rather never get another paper cut again for the rest of your life, or never get something stuck in your teeth again?
Oh, I would never get something stuck in my teeth again. Because, you can never tell, when you're smiling if something's there. The embarrassment of that far outweighs and trumps, any sort of pain I can get from a paper cut. I'll even take the paper cut and, put lemon juice in it if I can never get that teeth thing again. But that's just me.
But don't you sometimes, if you get something stuck in between your back teeth and you spend, an hour or so with your tongue.
That satisfaction, right?
Trying to find it, and you're like, oh, it's between these two teeth. And you can't get it out with your tongue, so you try your fingernail, and it just And you're like, well, I've lost it. Oh no, it pops back up half an hour later. It's like, I was hiding from you.
Right, and that's like the worst feeling ever. I mean, it's just like it's bad. Just get the pain over with now, please.
All right, I'm on board with that one too. And we're already at our final question, Sean. We're at our seventh question, which is another either or. Would you rather be locked in a dark room for a week or a bright room for a week? 24 hours a day.
Do I get like any amenities? Like, what are we talking about? Just like the light coverage and I have to close my eyes for a week or what?
That's a good question. It's like a blanket, dark room or light room? No. I mean, you've got a toilet and a shower and a bed.
I would go with the dark room then, mostly because you need to be able to sleep, and having the lights off is a lot easier. Yeah, I don't feel like I would like having like a light on all the time.
Mhm.
I feel like that can be really obnoxious and actually irritate me more than just not seeing anything. Yeah, I'd say dark room.
Do you feel like your Batman senses would kick in a little bit being in the dark?
Oh god, no! I'd probably run into walls out nonstop, trip over things. Sense of balance would probably be skewed, but it wouldn't be too bad.
All right, that's a pretty decent answer to a difficult question. I like it. Well,
Happy.
Sean, thank you so much for joining us and answering these extremely difficult questions.
Hey, anytime. I got you guys. Nice seeing everyone.
All right, thanks, Sean. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. Take it easy.